whatever you're gifted at is usually going to be the area that you struggle most to surrender to God. And I think that is because the gifts that we have as human beings correlate with different elements of God's nature. So you have those with the gift of leadership, which obviously correlates with the sovereignty of God. You have your creatives, which correlates with the creator God. You have your teachers, your those with the gift of understanding, knowledge, wisdom, correlates with God, the wise counselor. So I feel like every gift correlates with an element or with a part of God's nature, right? So that means, for lack of better terms, our gifts are the God element in us. And we see from the time of Adam and Eve, from the fall, that humanity has been trying to be like God from jump. So I think it's difficult, and we struggle the most with the area of our giftings, because surrendering that to God, because that would mean that we would have to give up a form of like God likeness, not godliness, but God likeness within us. Because if you are gifted in the area of leadership, right, that is something that God has given you. It's a supernatural gift that you have. It would be difficult for you to surrender to God's sovereignty, to his timing, to his will, all of that, because within you lies the potential to control process, to control timelines. Do you know what I mean? So for you to leave behind your control in that area to surrender to God is going to take a lot, because God has placed some of his ability to do that in you. In the same way that for me, God has given me the gift of wisdom, gift of understanding. And so for me, the hardest thing to surrender to God is that I don't know certain things. Sometimes I don't know what to do, or I don't understand certain things, and I'll petition God for understanding. And as you know, God likes to keep us on a need to know basis. So sometimes he'll tell me and sometimes he won't. And I have to struggle with literally not knowing everything and still following God and still obeying God. And that's difficult for me because some of it is pride. It's pride because God has placed divine understanding within me. So what do you mean I don't understand? What do you mean I have to trust your understanding? People trust my understanding. That's how that works. So I think in the area where you're gifted, that's the God element within you. And it's difficult to surrender a God likeness to the actual God. That's what I think.